Right, Sean, Katie, Sean. Katie, what happened in the last episode of House of the Dragon?
It's been a while since we watched it. So Rhaenyra is struggling with her little council. They're all a bit nicey, they're all a bit mean. Yep. She's trying to, find like peaceful solutions to stuff despite the fact everything that's happened, and they're kind of just urging her to fly to King's Landing and go to war essentially. Daemon's still at Harrenhal, isn't he? Rhaenyra decided that she was going to go and see Alicent. She dressed up as like a, what are they called? A septon.
Yeah, scepter.
A scepter. Then she went to King's Landing and spoke to Alicent. They ended up talking about her dad's final words, being that it was actually Aegon the Conqueror he was talking about, and Alicent kind of had a realisation. Yeah. She still said there was no mistake though, and she's sticking to her guns despite knowing that she was wrong. What else? What else happened?
The Brackens and the Blackwoods had a battle.
Wasn't it? Was that the episode where Chris and Cole went out, didn't he? Did we see Alicent's brother?
Yeah. Gwaine
Hightower. They got chased by Baelor.
Yeah.
I think wasn't Aegon about to go out with them?
Yeah, I'm saying about going out with them,
yeah.
Yeah, so this is episode 4. Let's see what happens. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, Rooks Rest is coming, isn't it?
Yeah. If Aegon's talking about going and flying off to fight, then yeah, it feels like Rooks Rest's coming soon.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Daemon seems to be really losing it at Harrenhal.
What?
Stop.
Kesir, henkejut, ao halekia ao toliot joraltis.
Blimey.
Aegon's army departed King's Landing a fortnight ago. The castles of Rosby and Stokeworth have both fallen without siege. They have raised Aegon's banner and added their levies to Sir Christian Cole's host. Both houses cited that sad business with the usurper's son in their declarations. They will not be ready in time to face him.
Was the goat important?
Let's see what your Lord Paramount is made of.
No idea.
Is the Lord Paramount? Who's his Lord Paramount? Riverlands, Tully.
My prince, my grace, your grace.
Consort Daemon Targaryen.
It is an honor, your grace.
Indeed.
Let's intimidate the boy.
How fares your grandsire?
Sadly, he remains incapacitated.
Well, my time is short and I have need of an army. Perhaps you might place a feather pillow over his head and speed along your inheritance.
I love my grandsire. Like a father.
Blimey.
My own Lord Father died suddenly, himself a young man.
Yes, war crimes.
Lord Grover raised me in his stead.
All very touching. Summon the Blackwoods here. I require men of action to lead my host of rivermen.
Oh, bless him.
I mean,
It's
you
not
know.
like, he's not wrong. There's not much he can do. He's not actually
Yeah, the Lord
the
Paramount.
Lord. Yeah.
Is this the last episode we're gonna see? Rhaenys?
But I was not told his saviour was so comely. Your mother must have been very beautiful.
Rhaenys.
Oh, she knows.
Is your work finished?
No, my lord.
That councillor's going to dine on her and Jace for supper. They grow restless in Rhaenyra's absence.
Still. Where has that woman gone?
I suspect to try and draw us all back from the abyss.
Oh, she knows. It's interesting in the books because he made it out as if they were Laenor's, didn't he?
Yeah. It's also refreshing to see her sort of be nice to a bastard rather than sort of the way Catelyn was with Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Good morrow, Grandmaster. Grandmaster.
What is it, that tea stuff that
She-
Mama Rhaenyra
Is
had?
she pregnant?
You've ever been a practical man, an honourable servant to the crown, and you served my lord husband in his darkest hours.
Such was my duty, Your Grace.
Tell me, do you believe Viserys wanted Aegon to succeed him?
I could not know. His Grace never raised the matter with me.
Is it for her? So she's pregnant with Kristen Cole's child. What a gigantic hypocrite. Good lord. As if all of this has been called into question because Rhaenyra supposedly slept with Daemon and then Kristen. And then she's pregnant with Kristen's baby.
Kristen Cole's host has taken to exploiting the tree cover to conceal its movements.
It is her voice and that of the King Consort that we need to raise alliances and command our vassals. But they are gone.
What has come of this council?
Oh yeah, pipe down.
My lord.
Remember who you're talking to.
Our enemy is on the march.
We do not know the Queen's doings. But we must trust that she seeks the same as each of us at this table. An end to this conflict.
That guy sharp shrunk back into his seat, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That wuss bag.
Wants to.
As soon as Corley showed up to give a bit of support to his wife. Like, who you talking to, boy? Or
You can earn back your honor by raising his banner and fighting in his name against the whore of Dragonstone. All who refuse will have their death.
How's Darkland? It's interesting that it's not showing you any battles.
This is a better death than a traitor deserves. You should thank me for it.
Yours will come in kind.
Mm-hmm. Well said, Lord Darkland.
Mm-hmm. And oh God, can we not wait for that day, Sir Kristen?
I don't think it's going to be this season.
He's probably going to be around a long time, isn't he?
I need to be informed of these things. If I am to make informed rulings, I will not be made to look a fool in front of my allies and enemies.
Harrenhal must wait.
Rooks, a pathetic prize. I gave no
The
such
castle
command.
is small, weakly defended, and Lord Staunton sits on Rhaenyra's council. After Cole smashes it, we'll have Dragonstone effectively cut off by land. Audley non gieri, Jumpy.
Oh God. Wonder how many of them can understand it. Probably none of them.
None of them, I wouldn't have thought so.
Vilke Goston Vividus. Segiton.
Does he not understand High Valyrian?
Doesn't seem like it.
So Kristen is the hand of the king. We should all pray for his victory and safe return.
Well, he knows, doesn't he?
Indeed.
He's under her.
He's a smart man.
If I may be so bold, my queen, no matter how suited you thought Rhaenyra for the crown, the voices of history, as you say, would have told him how the realm would react to her succession.
It's impossible to know what steered his thoughts in those final hours.
I wonder if Larys knows that
Do
he's...
you now doubt his intentions?
He wasn't. I wonder if he knows that Rhaenyra was there.
Rhaenyra's supporters will believe what they wish.
I don't know what his game is. Because he plays both sides.
He's just in it for himself, isn't he?
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Of course it was, he hasn't even got windows. Of course it would be, he hasn't even got windows. Can't imagine anything worse than sleeping in Harrenhal. Is this Alys Rivers? Using her voodoo magic on him.
It's gotta be, isn't it? There's a theory, isn't there, that Harrenhal's curse?
The Lord of Harrenhal, whoever the current Lord of Harrenhal is, only holds it for like a year before they die. It's always the same.
So what are you then? Some kind of maester?
In a manner of speaking. I inherited the duties after the last one fled in the night.
Fled? Why?
Just never settled in. How are you settling in? I've come to know the face of tortured rest well enough. You experienced anything of note?
You are a strange kind of woman.
I'm no woman at all. I'm a barn owl. Cursed to live in human form.
Huh?
So you've come here after quarreling with your wife.
What?
I need your sleep if you're to win this place to your side.
She's quite a handsome woman. I'd probably be won over by her witchcraft as well.
Oh my god.
Some 20 years ago, my lord bent the knee to King Viserys and acknowledged the Princess Rhaenyra as his rightful heir.
So you fight for this old oath, not of course for your 1,000-year-old feud with the Brackens.
I once vied for Queen Rhaenyra's hand. Before she wed Seleno.
Oh, is it the little kid?
Her spirit. She had the true blood of the dragon.
Is that who it
And
was?
you're prepared to march without the leave of your...
And once you and your dragon bring the Queen's justice to the Brackens, our armies will be yours.
So he has to go and kill the Brackens.
Our lords in the Crown Lands are browsing.
See, even now, Larys seems to be sort of like... Is he right?
Perhaps Kristen will be able to procure more livestock through his campaign.
Well, any coin we can save will be a welcome bounty.
Is who right?
Huh?
Is who right?
Him? Aegon?
What are you doing here?
Seems to be already doubting
your
him.
father's books.
I ordered them removed.
Who? Aegon?
My council. Cole, Aemond, they pursue their campaign without seeking my aid, or even my thoughts.
God, it's going to be Rooks Rest, isn't it?
What thoughts would you have?
I'm the king.
Do you think simply wearing the crown imbues you with wisdom? You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on that throne.
God, Alicent is not holding back, is she? Good for her. Well, I don't want to be too complimentary.
What do you have me do, Mother?
do simply what is needed of you.
I know
Not
he's...
being funny, but she put him on that throne and didn't prepare him at all for it, and then now is saying stuff like this to him.
Yeah.
It's like, to be fair to him, he has tried.
Yeah.
No matter what you think of him as a person, he has tried to be somewhat of a decent king.
He initially didn't want to be king.
Nah. He was not prepared for it at all.
He was... This is Rooks Rest. He was convinced to be the king by Alicent.
To Rooks Rest! To battle!
You afraid, sir?
Worse. I'm rational.
We advance.
Oh dear. It is. It's the trap. It's the trap. It's coming.
God.
Is it going to be this episode or going to be next episode?
To support the war that your vassals have been fighting in your absence. Your Grace.
Cole's host
Who are
is
you
growing
talking
since
about?
riding abroad. He raised the levies of both Rosby and Stokeworth, and with their combined strength sacked Duskendale.
Duskendale.
The city has fallen. Many Darkling men declared for Aegon.
You could have been taken or slain.
I inherited 80 years of peace from my father. Before I was to end it, I needed to know that there was no other path.
Why? What? Why is she explaining herself to Jace?
Now I do.
She's the
Only
queen.
one choice remains to me. Either I win my claim, or die.
Cole knows we have no army on the mainland.
He is brazen.
He is daring us to act.
We need to send a dragon.
So his impetuousness.
There are those who have mistaken my caution for weakness.
You must send me, Your Grace. Meleys is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle.
The Red Queen.
I will meet Cole.
And that will be your undoing. If they just sat and thought about it, like why would they take Rooks Rest? It's right across from the bay. They're drawing dragons out to them. For some reason, they're listening to Jacaerys. His logic.
I mean, he is the heir after Rhaenyra.
I know, but he's a child. A boy child. How old is he? Like 13?
No. He won't be 13. At least 16. If not 17 or 18.
Something I should have told you when you first became heir to the throne.
Oh.
It's a secret. But Viserys told me when he named me his successor.
Hope you're used to that armor, boyo.
I never told you because I was unsure that I believed it myself. The Targaryen, who sits the Iron Throne, is not just a king or a queen, ordained to lead the Seven Kingdoms, to strengthen them.
This is going to be painful.
To unite them against a common foe.
So she's telling Jace, so you're going to now realise what she's been
chose
doing.
me to succeed him. He held to this the whole of his life. But to unite the realm, I had to send the dragons to war. The horrors I have just loosed cannot be for a crown alone.
What is it? From my blood
That
will
is
come the
why
prince
I
that was
must
promised.
believe what Viserys told me when he named me his heir. He called it the Song of Ice and Fire.
From my blood will come the prince that was promised. Did they? Was there ever a prince that was promised?
I don't think they'd ever... Well, technically Arya was the one that killed the Night King, so...
So no. They just didn't come from Aegon's blood. Good job, D&D. The Red Queen. Ridden by the Queen who never was. Oh, not good. Thing is, Meleys probably could take Vhagar. If it was one-on-one, maybe. Because she is
Faster.
On boss, Vhagar.
Was that Sunfire?
Look like it.
So he's gonna let
Aegon
get all mangled.
Pure Sunfire. Aegon is just like not thinking about his dragon at all.
This is why you don't drink drive.
It's a young dragon as well. It's only about the age of him, isn't it?
Well, it was a hatchling, wasn't it? Aemond is playing. He's playing his hand.
After what happened in the last episode as well, them embarrassing him. Yeah. Look at that smirk.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh yeah, the blood would be horrible, wouldn't it? They're like really hot.
Yeah.
Oh no, you poor thing. I don't care about any of the people. I just care about the dragons. Oh god, look, they're all crapping themselves.
Would you not?
Let's get you to cover, my lord.
Where's he gonna go? Yeah, maybe Meleys could take Vhagar on her own, but not with Sunfire there as well.
Oh, you just didn't care who he got?
No.
Oh no, kill that Sunfire.
You really don't care about the people there.
I don't at all. I care about the dragons. Oh, you little baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the king that you swore to protect.
Yeah. Good job, Sir Chris. Even though he had nothing to do with it. We'll still blame
She's
him.
flying away.
Alys.
Yeah, to hell with that!
Oh.
Let's go, Rhaenys! If we're going down like fighters! Yeah, keep reminding us about the brace, because that's going to be important.
Oh, she had the chance to flee, but she chose to fight.
That's awesome. She's awesome.
Oh, look at the size difference. Oh!
Jesus. Oh! Oh!
Good, Meleys, good.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Oh gosh! Oh! Imagine seeing that above. You'd be wetting yourself, wouldn't you? Vhagar's obviously older, well, a lot older, but she's slower. She's being ridden by someone who doesn't necessarily
Have
all the control over her.
Yeah. Oh. So that's the moment when you would attack, wasn't it? When she's trying to get up, you would just swoop. Go for Aemond. Aemond's the one that you want to be going for.
She's flying again. Ah, that time it was Meleys. Meleys is going, nah, we don't leave. We ain't about that running.
Oh! I should crap myself on. Oh, she had to sneak attack, didn't she?
Oh, that's it. That's pretty much it for Meleys. How on earth can a dragon as big as Vhagar surprise attack anyone?
That's twice now. 2 surprise attacks he's killed. Is that all he's good at?
He killed Lysaris and he killed Rhaenys and Meleys. I don't care what Lysaris' dragon was called. Arax. Stupid name. That was Meleys, the Red Queen. Is he going to remember that Aemond just blasted him with fire? Is Kristen going to know that?
I mean, it depends if he saw it. You'd assume he would have.
He did. He screamed.
No, I mean, do you mean Kristen or do you mean Aegon?
No, I mean Aegon.
Oh. Well, you'd assume he would. Remember, wouldn't you? Depends how injured he is.
In saying that, like, yeah, he's going to be on the bench for a while, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's strange. Is this his army that are all cheering? And is anyone running to see how Aegon's doing? You know, the king? The one they're all fighting for?
Well.
That's why Cloak's not so white now, is it? Hasn't been for quite some time, I'm afraid. I also like how when the dragon was bleeding,
it was almost like scalding them. Yeah.
That's cool. It was also a really good shot where it showed you the size difference between Meleys and...
There you go, yeah.
Yeah, I can't get away from how Vhagar can constantly surprise attack people. It's the biggest dragon.
She has the most experience, isn't she? The oldest.
Aemond!
Oh, poor Sunfire.
Oh. Yeah, look upon your work, Kristen.
I mean, it was Aemond, wasn't it? He just did not care there, did he, if he got him or not?
I think he was trying to. He let him go first. He waited, held off on his attack.
I guess it's the perfect excuse, isn't it? You could just blame it on...
Let's try that for the next episode, I think.
Yeah, you could just blame it on Rhaenys, couldn't he?
Although, if Aegon remembers, be like, well, you just absolutely blasted me with fire while...
He might remember, but he's not going to be in any position to do anything about it, is he?
No.
Even if he were to... Like, Aemond's got the largest dragon in the world. He's a skilled fighter. There's probably arguably more people that would support Aemond than Aegon, really.
Yeah. It's a good episode.
Yeah. Poor Meleys.
And Sunfire.
And Sunfire.
Sunfire's supposed to be the most beautiful dragon.
Butchered.
I can't remember if I read it in the book or if it was something in this show, but it was something like it'd be easier for someone like Rhaenys to fight Vhagar or Sunfire because, as it shows you there, that the two sort of kids want to say Dracarys and blow fire, but the more sort of ruthless way to kill a dragon is up close with claws and mouths and stuff. Like Vhagar there, when Sunfire was with Meleys, could have just completely mullered Meleys, but I think he shot the fire because he wanted to hurt Aegon. I think his thing was getting revenge for the last episode.
Yeah. I mean, it's
a rough.
I'm sure Rhaenys was like riding Meleys for over 40 years or something like that, isn't it? It's a long time.
Yeah.
Meleys was Alyssa Targaryen's dragon as well. Daemon Viserys' mother.
It showed you bonding with them as well. Aegon sort of had his little moment with Sunfire, although we've barely seen Sunfire. And Rhaenys had her moment with Meleys before she rode off. I liked how there was two moments where she could have, in theory, flown away and left. And there was one where she turned back, and the other one seemed to be like Meleys going, well, no, come on, we're going back. That was good. Shows how in tune she was with...
It shows Rhaenys, isn't it? She was loyal. She was going to die for her queen.
Good for her. And so passes the queen who never was.
And there goes Rhaenyra's largest dragon. Largest?
Not the most experienced. It's larger than Caraxes, but not as experienced as Caraxes. The bloodworm.
So Rhaenyra will be in want of some more dragons.
And there's a few on Dragonstone.
There's one of which that I'm like, oh,
Which
really
one?
excited for.
Good oh yeah.
Good Queen Alysanne's dragon is
Silver Wing.
Cool.
You're not, I was going to say, you're not talking about Good Queen Alysanne's dragon, you're talking about the Bronze Fury.
I also want to say the cannibal. Just black.
Green
massive green-eyed dragon, yeah? How cool. Don't even have to say the whole thing, just the green eyes in the back. Somewhere in the dragon mount, you know what I mean?
Still haven't seen Nettles yet.
No.
She's getting sheep staler.
We have not.
Anyway, that was us reacting to Rooks Rest, episode 4 of House of the Dragon. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell button if I don't upload. Upload every day. Don't spoil anything. Anything else you want to say?
I don't care about the people. It really occurred to me that I just don't care about any of the people when it comes to them fights. I care about the dragons.
Well, I don't hate Aegon. You know, he's a usurper. He's a drunk. Well, he's also a raper, so I do kind of hate him a little bit. But he seems to be a lot different now than he was when he was a teenager, and he was trying to be a decent king at the start. But sort of Jaehaerys dying's really kind of turned him on his head a bit.
Yeah.
But Aemond, don't care about him. Frankly, I can't wait till he dies. Less because he dies, but more because
what'll happen?
It'll be really cool.
Yeah. I did care about Rhaenys, but it's just the dragons getting hurt.
I'm a bit miffed that they were talked into doing that by Jaehaerys. I know all the council were for it, but it was kind of like all you have to do is just sit and think. Why would they attack Rooks Rest, which is just over the road from Dragonstone, if it's not, you know, some major advantage? They're trying to draw your dragons in.
Because they probably, I mean, as far as they were aware, Vhagar was staying in King's Landing to protect it, weren't they? So they probably just weren't expecting Vhagar to leave King's Landing.
And that's why they'll fail.
Leave them defenceless.
Now they've just got little midget dragons defending them.
There's still some that can rise. I can't wait.
Okay, thank you for watching.
There's still some. There's still quite a few dragons we haven't seen yet. I haven't seen Sheepstaler, Grey Ghost, Vermithor. Is there a bit of Vermithor? We haven't seen Silverwing.
Dreamfire.
Tessarion,
yeah. A cannibal,
yeah. The other dragons that are meant to be in the dragon pit.
Yeah. Moon Dancer.
We saw Moon Dancer.
Oh yeah, she's really tiny, wasn't she?
Yeah, other than that, still quite a few dragons, isn't it?
Still haven't seen Daemon. There's dragon. Yeah, thank you for watching.